This coming-of-age teen drama, adapted from Stephen Chbosky's novel of the same name, doubled its $13 million budget when it was released in September of 2012. The strength and power of this film adaptation can largely be attributed to Chbosky himself, who wrote his own screenplay and directed the feature, his first mainstream movie. Opening with strong and revealing first-person narration, this tightly crafted high school story takes place in the early 1990s and stars Logan Lerman as a high school freshman who becomes friends with seniors Emma Watson and Ezra Miller. After his MTV-nominated breakthrough performance in Percy Jackson 2 years earlier, 21-year-old Lerman is finally able to stretch his talents and turns in an absolutely magical and realistic performance as the angsty teen nerd who wishes to be more than an observer on the sidelines, remarking on finally being spoken to, "I didn't think anyone noticed me." Following a decade of almost exclusive performances in the Harry Potter series, Watson has grown up into a beautiful and engaging talent. The two play off each other wonderfully, and it's for this most basic reason the tired story of high school politics and teen romance succeeds here so effortlessly. In a large supporting role, Miller is impressive and amusing as the goofball wingman, rounding out the trio of young actors with another solid performance. The absolutely killer soundtrack features a number of classic 80s and 90s hits, used perfectly in every instance, including an amazing and memorable moment when David Bowie's Heroes is blasting on the radio as the group drives through a tunnel late at night.
What is she doing?
Don't worry, she does it all the time.
Turn it up!
Got it, Your Highness.
Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
I feel infinite.
It's these lasting and beautifully shot moments that stitch together a compelling and enjoyable cinematic experience for all 102 minutes of the film. Perhaps the most iconic and powerful scene is when Lerman repeats sage advice his teacher Paul Rudd told him, when he shares his feelings to Watson, confessing, "We accept the love we think we deserve." Although the strength of these scenes depends on your own adolescent experiences, they are nothing short of goosebump-inducing. A cluttered plot thread about mental illness is introduced late, and some other background characters receive little beyond the most cursory and formulaic developments, but by and large, this carefully paced PG-13 drama is overwhelmingly enjoyable and moving. Almost criminally overlooked when it was released last year, this film's oft-repeated perspective on infinity is perhaps a hint of this film's staying power, an eventual cult hit that everyone ought to discover for themselves. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, transcendently poignant, lasting, and relatable. Let's read some of your reviews now that you've heard from me. Our scores for The Perks of Being a Wallflower, a rare double 10. Unanimous praise was given to the performances, story, and execution. You thought this film was amazing. Passionately directed with a hopeful and honest tone, but still flawed, I initially hesitated to give this picture my highest rating, but honestly there were a few pictures from 2012 that I enjoyed more. I thought this movie was amazing as well.